All right. Well, hey guys, welcome back to another monthly chat. Or if this is your first time, welcome to, I guess, would be your first monthly chat. Um, Again, I just do these as a fun way to just share some of myself with you guys outside of, the regular videos. So it's a little bit more personal than I can do in those kind of things. And it's also a good way to talk about like some updates for the channel without having to make like a dedicated update video or something like that. So it's just sort of a fun, like, all-in-one kind of a video. So I'll start with the channel updates. We got a few things to talk about, but I'll start with the updates for the channel. Nothing really new here. There's not anything too crazy. I just want to talk about discussion videos and then talk about membership slash what's kind of happening with that. So we'll start with discussion videos. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but as you guys may or may not know, I am, finishing up my novel trilogy rewrite with the Fourth Closet rewrite. That's going to be coming out on the 6th of September, and so that's like 2 weeks away. But that is going to be, the big conclusion to the novel trilogy series that we're doing, and hopefully a return back to the sense of normal-ish that we have with our regular schedule. Sorry, I don't know what the heck happened there. But the plan is to, finish up that video and then bring back some classic discussion video things. So we're gonna go back to the original schedule, every 2 weeks discussion video kind of a thing. And the plan is also to bring back topic polls, because I haven't done those in a little bit since I'm just trying to finish up this little series. But we'll bring them back, and I'll be able to have you guys vote on which topic you want me to cover. So that's going to be the plan for the channel for discussion videos. And I have a new idea I want to do for topic polls. So before, it was just like I'd throw up a poll and be like, hey guys, here's a poll, pick like one of these 3 options and we'll call it a day, right? It was just like 3 random options, whatever. But I have a new idea of how I want to approach this. So I think the day before a discussion video goes up, I'm going to put up a poll that's like, hey, what general topic do you want me to cover for my next video? So you guys can go on the topic poll and vote for like, I almost said discussion videos, for like theories, commentary, rewrites, stuff like that. Like there'll be different groupings that you can vote for. And then I'll have that kind of go for that day. And then we'll close the poll down, and then the next day, whichever one wins, like say theory wins, then on the actual release day of the discussion video, I'll have a topic poll that's up that's like, hey, out of these 3 or 4 theory options, which one do you want me to cover? And then you guys can vote on what theory or whatever you want me to do next. So it kind of is broadening the discussion video topic polls while also slightly narrowing them down by having you pick a topic, and then I go through and I have you guys vote on which specific thing you want me to do. So I just think it'll be a little bit more fun. We're gonna try it out, and if it doesn't work, obviously we can just switch back or whatever. Like if it's not working out, we can always change it. But I just thought it would be a little bit more fun, and then that way, like, you guys don't have to vote on like only 3 specific options. I'm giving you guys more options to choose from, technically. So I just thought it'd be a bit fun, and we can try that out and just see how that works. So that's sort of the plan with discussion videos. I brought up channel membership changes, so I am going to be changing channel membership stuff. I don't know if I want to keep it, but like change how it works, and then I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about that, but I'm moving all of the major things over to Patreon. I have a Patreon now. I'm going to be moving things over there and adding new things that I couldn't hear on YouTube channel membership. So stuff like Discord access and stuff like that will be moved over to Patreon. It's not going to be on channel membership anymore. And that will also be a place for updates. So I technically have my second channel, which I haven't done anything with because I've been so focused on these novel rewrites. But you'll be able to get updates for projects like my book and potentially even other projects on both the second channel and on Patreon. Patreon will probably have more specific like update thing, whatever. But you'll be able to find updates on both of those. And so I just want Patreon to sort of be like the home of behind the scenes ask stuff, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit less like, I don't know, it's just more like behind the scenes things. And I'm still thinking for channel membership, I don't know what to do for it. But like, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with it, whether I want to keep it. I think I have to. I don't know if I can get rid of it, or if I want to like change it and keep some things and not keep other things. Like, I don't know, or have both. Like, it's really something I'm not sure about. And if you guys have any ideas on what I should do for that, like moving forward, then obviously please let me know, because you know, this is all kind of new to me. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. So if you guys have any ideas of what you want me to do with things, then just, you know, let me know, and I can kind of hopefully, you know, come up with something to do. But I'm still trying to figure out the channel member aspect of things. But that's really about it for channel stuff. Not really anything else new. Not anything else really majorly planned. I don't know. Not really anything else to talk about. So we'll move on to the personal things, because, you know, I like to make these videos slightly personal. You get to know more about me and that kind of stuff. And as the thumbnail says, there is some driving stories that I would like to share with you guys, because, oh my word, people do not know how to freaking drive on the road. It's nuts. It's insane. It's no wonder how many accidents there are out on the road, because people don't know how to freaking drive. Guys, twice this week, count it, 2 times, I have witnessed somebody driving in oncoming traffic. Like, they've been driving the wrong way so that they can get to where they want to go. How does that even happen? What kind of an idiot do you have to be to do that? So the first one was a freaking semi truck who thankfully wasn't, like, he was in the oncoming lane towards me, but like far enough away that it wasn't a big deal. But he moved over into oncoming traffic, my lane, so that he can get to a turn lane so that he could turn. What the heck are you doing, dude? You're gonna get somebody killed, especially when you're a semi. You shouldn't be doing that when you're a semi. And a few days later, I was driving home from work, and it wasn't oncoming towards me, but there's a bunch of cars in a turn lane. So there's like a 5-lane road, I guess you could say. 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going another way, and then a turn lane in the middle. And the turn lane was super full, and so a guy turned out of a parking lot or like a store or something, went driving in oncoming traffic so he could get around the turn lane cars and get into our lane direction. And I'm just like, obviously I'm focusing on the road, but I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm seeing this guy and I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's twice. No wonder so many accidents happen, because you got absolute dumbasses like that guy out on the road driving. Like, what the heck is happening to society, to people? They're nuts. They're crazy. I don't know what's going on. And so many times too, this has happened to me several times. I've almost died, where I'm driving, I'm in my lane, we're doing fine, I'm doing absolutely nothing except just driving the car, and some guy decides he wants to merge over into my lane right next to me, doesn't look, so starts moving when I'm right there, and I have to slam on my brakes and hit my horn and be like, dude, I'm a freaking person that exists. And then they continue moving over and they're like waving in the window like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, I'm sure you freaking are sorry. You didn't even look before you turn. And I get that things happen, right? Sometimes you look, there's nobody there. You look again, there's nobody there. And then you go to move over and then somehow somebody's there. Like, it happens. But like, don't keep moving over when I'm honking my horn at you. Don't do that. Like, just stop moving over. Like, that's the thing I don't get. I get if you're like starting to move and then somebody hits their horn like, hey, I'm here, and then you're like, oh shoot, and then you don't move over. Like, that happens. But like, stop moving over. Like, the one where I almost felt like I died, I'm in one lane, there's a highway barrier right next to me that's like a few feet away, but like it's there's no shoulder, like it's super close. So I'm in this lane, and then a guy wants to move over into my lane. He's literally right next to me, and he just starts moving over. So I slam on my brakes and I hit the horn, and he just keeps moving over. And I kid you not, I was like an inch or less away from hitting both the barrier and the guy's car because he kept moving over. And then he moved over in front of me, and we kept driving like normal, but he's like waving in the window like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, dude, you almost got me killed. And that day I was going home to spend time, like I was going home because I was done with the day, but like we had family over. I had my nieces over. I wanted to see my nieces, and I felt like I wasn't going to be able to. I thought I was going to go meet my maker. Like I thought I was going to die. So I'm like, what the heck is wrong with people on the road? You can tell how passionate I am about this kind of stuff. So the moral of this story, please, if you're driving, or if you're just starting to drive, or if you're not even driving yet, this is for anybody under the sun. When you're out on the road, please be careful. One, that you don't just merge or start driving in oncoming traffic without thinking. Don't be an idiot. And two, watch out for idiots, because they are all over the place. They're nuts. They're wild. People on the road are crazy. So just be careful when you're on the road, especially when you're like new to driving. Just be careful, be observant. Obviously keep your eyes on the road, but like be aware of your surroundings. Please, please, please. I don't want to hear any of you guys getting into accidents. I don't want that. So just please be careful. That's my only moral of the story here. Just watch out. And yeah, that's kind of it for the driving stories. I have actually tried to record this a couple times before, but I've gotten a little too personal, so I'm gonna try to kind of like reel things back in, not be so personal, because I don't want to share everything with you guys. Even though I, probably should feel comfortable to. But obviously this is stuff that's going out into the real world. Public, I guess, is what I was going for. So I don't want to share like everything, but I do want to share a few things, and some not positive, but they turn positive kind of a thing. So at the start of the week, like Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday a little bit, but mostly Sunday, Monday, especially Monday, I was having a really rough time, like mentally a really rough time. Sometimes it just hits you. You get hit with that like, oh, things like I'm just not happy. Like you kind of just get hit with that sometimes. Or at least I do. And it's not like constantly, it's like every so often. But I was just like not in a great mood, especially at work. I was just not doing great. And it was really rough. And obviously I won't get into everything here, but it was a really rough time. Nothing bad happened. Don't worry. Like it's not that bad, but like it was just kind of rough. And then like part of the way through a Monday, I was really rough. And then Toby Toons posted a fun little animated skit from my live stream of Security Breach from like a week ago. And it was just sort of like the fun, like he used the audio, and it was really fun video. And then it made my day. It was really fun. It put a huge smile on my face. I went from like being kind of down to like, hey, it made me happy. Like, and I still wasn't feeling great, but like it made me a lot happier, and so it put a huge smile on my face, and it just really, turned my day around. It made my day from a really bad day to like, hey, it's not a great day, but things are getting better. It was really nice. And then a little bit later in the week, me and David had a little bit of a talk, not like a call, but like we were texting each other, and so we had a nice little talk there, and so that was really nice. It was really nice to hear from him again. And so that also lifted my mood. And then by, the end of the week here, I'm doing pretty good. Like, not fabulous, not spectacular, but like, I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing pretty good. So what I want to say here is that I'm very appreciative of you guys, like even, I don't really know how to word this, but like, you guys just brighten my day. You brighten my mood, whether it's I post a video and you guys are leaving comments, or it's like, I don't know, somebody makes a video or somebody's just talking to me. Like, it puts a big smile on my face when people are, reaching out or doing something that involves me. Like, it just puts a big smile on my face, and I'm like, there's people out there that do in some way, shape, or form care ish, maybe. And so it's like, obviously I'm not gonna jump like head first and all this kind of stuff, but it does just make me feel a lot better to be like, hey, you guys are there, especially when I need you guys. And whether you know it or not, sometimes you guys do things that helped me out and brighten my day when you didn't think about it that way, right? So it just, you guys just brighten my day, and I'm just super appreciative of all of you. Especially, like, even, I don't know why I say especially. I was going to say, like, for the people who reach out and for the people who just watch the videos. Like, even if you don't comment, even if you don't do any of that kind of stuff, even if you don't join the live streams, if you just watch the video, it does just help me out, like it makes me feel a bit better. So not that it's like some sense of like, oh, ha ha ha, I'm, oh, whatever, I'm feeling a lot. I don't know where I was going with that, but like, it's not anything like bad or selfish, I don't think, but it's just like, hey, you guys care, and that means the world to me. So I just wanted to say that, it's gonna be my personal talk. I was gonna do more. My previous recordings, I did more, but I don't want to do that here. I want to keep things relatively straightforward and strict. So that's gonna be kind of it for like the personal things. And to kind of round out the video, I want to do a few more things. Tonight's live stream, Security Breach, we're gonna be back on doing part 2 of our replay of it. Well, the second replay on the channel, but I played it multiple times. So we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be really fun. You should definitely be there. If you weren't considering on going, you should definitely be there. It's gonna be tons of fun. But one thing I want to do in the live stream is not make it like a Q&A, but like last time we had a ton of you people asking me questions and doing like, not like personal questions, but doing like riddles, I guess. There's a lot of riddles last time, and this time I have a few questions that I'm going to ask you guys that are going to be kind of like personal trivia questions, and I'm going to have you guys guess as to what they are. So, like, an example question is like my top 3 favorite FNAF fan songs. Like, that's going to be one of the ones I ask. And so then I'll ask the question, I'll give a hint as to each, rank. Like, I'll be like, song number 1 is, this kind of song or whatever. And then I'll have you guys have to guess which one it is, and then by the end, if you guys get them right or whatever, when we answer the question fully, you guys will know a little bit more about me. So it's just gonna be kind of stuff like that, like top 3 favorites or top 3 least favorites, just that kind of stuff, just to make things a little bit more fun. And then maybe I'll open up the stream for you guys if you want to like talk or do that kind of thing, being like, like make it more of a Q&A if you guys have like questions that you want to ask me about, like my life or stuff like that. If you want to, then you can. Obviously, if you don't, not a big deal. But it's just sort of that sort of situation. So if that's something that you want to do, then do that. And I really hope that you show up to the stream. So that's really about all I wanted to do to round things off here at the end of the video. Tomorrow we'll be having a video talking about Henry and all that kind of stuff. It's a FNAF quick take video. So stay tuned for that one as well. It's going to be a bit of fun. And yeah, that's really about it. Thank you guys again so much for either watching the video or for just, being here. And again, I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thanks again so much. We'll do our 2 questions of the day. We always have to. Question number 1, are you currently driving or planning on driving? Like, where is your driving status? That's question number 1. What's your driving status? And question number 2, what is your dream car? Like, whether you have it or not, like, what's your dream car that you would want to get? I'll answer both of those. I'm currently driving my dream car, Toyota Sienna minivan, because minivans are awesome. You can fit tons of people and you can fit tons of stuff. So those are my answers. Leave your answers down below if you made it this far in the video. And with that, I will see you in tonight's live stream. Hopefully, you better be there. It's going to be tons of fun. I'll see you then. Adios.